And so now, the reason why I use the word faith is because from my worldview, when it comes to how you see Africa, it doesn't end with hope. It doesn't end with hope. Because we shouldn't just hope that everything goes great in Africa. We shouldn't just hope that everything turns around somehow. Maybe I hope the next president may be able to change things around. I hope maybe if the economy gets a bit better, I hope that maybe if the Chinese leave our continent, or maybe hope is not the full story. I don't know if anybody's getting me here. Hope is not the full story. The next stage of that is faith. And from my worldview, faith is being sure of what you hope for. Faith is the certainty that what I'm believing for my family, what I'm believing for my country, what I'm believing for myself and my hustle and everything that I'm working towards, whether it's for my organization, whether it's for my business, whether it's for my small hustle, whatever that I'm believing for is possible. It's the certainty that it's the place that you get to where you're certain that this is going to happen for me. That this is going to happen for me. That's faith. That is faith. I want to tell you again, it shouldn't end with hope. The way you think about Africa, the way you think about your nation, the way you think about your business, the way you think about your life, it should not end with hope. There's an extra level, there's a next step, and that next step is faith. And it's the certainty, it's being sure, you're sure of what you hope for. And you're certain of what you do not see. And you don't even have to see it before you have faith for it. So seeing Africa through the lens of faith is pretty much saying, you know what? I'm no longer just going to hope that things shift in our nation. I'm going to believe that it will. With full certainty. And here's the thing about faith, and which I will get to on an extensive level. That is, when you get to a place of faith, you are actually it's a challenge. Faith is a challenge. Hope is lazy. Oh man. Hope is lazy. But faith is a challenge. Because there's no way you can truly have faith for something, but just sit around doing nothing. It's impossible. And I said before that my worldview, and the reason why I've used the word worldview is because I want you to understand that I'm going to be saying things that may seem like, oh yeah, this is just another Christian who's trying to, bring Jesus into all of this stuff. By the way, I actually believe that, the worldview or the lens in which Jesus saw the world, there's a whole completely different other story. It's absolutely amazing. It's full of hope. It's full of faith, and I really believe there's a reason why I'm stuck with this religion, the religion, so to speak, of Christianity is because there's just something to it. But anyways, that's not the episode for today. But I want to tell you that the language that I might be using may be Christianese in a sense, but you need to understand that when you jump from hope and you go to faith, you are required to do something. And my worldview says that faith without works is dead. Remember, this podcast is about dreamers and doers. Dreaming without doing is dead. Faith without works is dead, which means it is impossible. It is impossible to have faith and do nothing about it. It is impossible to have faith and do nothing about it. It is impossible to have faith and sit around doing nothing. Because faith requires you to be challenged, to get up and do something. Because you cannot say, hey, I am certain that this country is going to change, but you're going to just sit back. You are still in hope. Because hope is lazy. Hope sits back and says, oh, I hope things change. You're waiting for something outside of yourself. You're waiting for something outside of yourself to fix the problem. But faith challenges you and says, okay, you're certain, huh? You're certain that everything's going to be okay. But then faith says, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? That's what faith does.